not sure why these are losing so much nitrogen from the leaves. Maybe they're poisoning themselves or something. Or maybe there's a nutrient deficiency that the tomato might be taking out of the water. Or build up of salts, I'm not sure. I could probably do with checking the pH. Wouldn't be a bad idea, would it? Be a bad start. Clay balls in a basket, bucket, solar pump. Let me drain off, you can just about see the drain off there. Got a tomato in there, and I've just got some other hanging basket bits from the garden centre. Again, the pea's really light as well. Quite dark down here. And a lot of the new growth has gone quite light. This is doing much better this year. He says he's doing fabulous. Just doing this video before I do my first kind of decent punnet of strawberries. So these ones are all organic. I've been feeding them a compost tea recently. And we managed to avoid the caterpillars. They've still had a few. Oh, look at that first one. But the thing is, it's now actually fish food, so I'll store that one. But yeah, I've kind of stayed on the caterpillars this year. Last year they obliterated this bed. And I think they must have laid dormant, or because they've only really affected this bed again this year, but not to the same extent they did last year. So yeah, a little bit of caterpillar damage. But they're starting to look a little bit stressed anyway, but there's plenty of fruit. And everyone's kicking out the runners. There's actually two types in here. One that does a white flower, one does a pink flower. When I first put them in, they kind of staggered their flowering stages, which was really nice because one flush came through and then another flush came through afterwards. So yeah, this should keep going as long as I can keep soil biology happy and not too empty of phosphorus and banana skin juice and all that. But anyway, yeah, this one again hasn't got any caterpillar damage. Which is good to contrast and have a little look. I let stinging nettle grow through this last year from the cover crop over the winter, and I've just been taking the heads off and eating them. I'm going to make some pesto with the ones I've just picked. Good thing is you pick the head and it just grows out another two. This has also provided quite good shade to this corner of the pipe in the sun. Hooligans ain't coming in to eat my strawberries. No. So this one, Mark II, I've actually got a bit of a problem with the solar panel at the moment. It doesn't like coming on, so it needs manually switching on in the sun. It's a bit of a pain. Not massively fruiting, but again the same with these. These are the same in the sense that when the runners come off, they just stop and then they start producing fruit again. So you get a secondary crop off them as well. So not only there's two types in there, that they also have like a bit of a secondary run. So I think the runners from the top I'm going to bring down into here. The ones from here I'm probably going to repot for next year or something. But yeah, not massive amounts of fruit, but just experimenting again. Last year we went on holiday and this never got filled up, and I came back to a big dead tomato plant and all my dead strawberries. So hopefully better luck this year. So we're doing the new solar panel. Pump's in there. It's not even on at the moment. Why is it not on? He's prattling around with. It has been on today. You soon know when it's not on because the tomatoes are the first ones to start going, oh, I'm not being fed. So yeah, I suppose these will kind of die off and the runners will go mad and the tomato can take over. This chilli is a really nice variety. It's a random one that I picked up from the garden centre, but it seems to split itself. It's come up, turned into 3, and then it comes up, turns into 3, it has a chilli. Then goes up again, turns into 3, has a chilli. Turns up, goes into 3, has a chilli. So it's got this like self-dividing phenome. Yeah, I've got one down here, what is it? F1 orange spice, apparently. But yeah, then just some hanging basket bits around there as well, some little flowers to try and keep it looking jolly. So that's going pretty cool. So yeah, that chili's coming through. There's a lot of growth at the bottom. I don't want to start taking it all off. Oh, stung by the stinging nettle there. It's not showing any fruit at all. No flowers, but it's only the start of June now, so still got plenty of time for those. No bugs up here, to be fair. Chili, and well, I think I'll knock that off myself, but my chilies normally struggle. Snails or whatever get hold of them and they're gone in no time. But these have not really had much hassle at all, a little bit. But yeah, all in all, put a couple of bits of salad around the front with varying success. Pardon me. So I've got the water filter there in case we need to top up the bucket. Oh, the yoke here obviously fills up via that when it's raining enough. I need to get a first flush diverter on that. But for the time being, this is the solar power set up out here. So air pump and water pump. At the moment, this is making some compost tea. This is a new addition. The fish have done without air pump for a long time, so they can do without it for the time being. But yeah, that's been in there the longest this year. It's only been here for about 2 months, to be fair. And again, slight lightness in some of the flowers. I have actually got compost sock in there. So the idea being that once you get the air pump in there as well, with the fish wee, hopefully it can build up a bit of a colony of bacteria in here and get the fish wee turning into something that the plants can consume. But actually, no, this has been in the longest. Sorry, lemon sorrel is actually smashing it. You can take a good portion of this off and it'll be growing back in 3 or 4 days. But you can't eat too much of this because the oxalic acid will give you kidney stones, so you want to be a bit careful about eating too much of that. But a great salad crop. If I can get all the salad along here growing like that, from that, I'll be laughing. So a couple of little lettuces, I'm expecting them to get battered. They've not been hit too bad by the slugs and the snail, to be fair. I've got a feeling this will not stay salad. I've got a feeling I'll turn this all into herbs because they might survive a bit better. I'm trying to get a bit of rosemary going there on its own, but I've not put too much effort into it. If it goes or it don't. Bit of I want to say chard, it's not chard. So yeah, some lettuce. Parsley in it. It's parsley, crinkly parsley. Anyway, so that's the setup I've got out here. That hose goes outside so that I can feed the plants with just rainwater, so we don't get any chlorine on the garden. Even the hydroponic systems outside don't. So this is more of aquaponic or bioponic, if you ask the right person. No, it is aquaponics because it's got a fish wheel in it. But because you're starting to use the soil as well, it becomes a little bit different. And if you can develop a bacteria in here that's consuming that lot, then or further breaking it down. I've got some little seeds in there. I'm trying to get some more salad and bits and pieces going. Probably not going the right way around it, but trial and error. Get there in the end. I've really neglected this worm bin, but I gave it some food recently and it's actually still teeming with worms. These make lovely nurseries. So breaking down all that food waste, turning it into vermicompost. Is it vermicompost? So this is a bit open to elements. You get slugs and all sorts of bits and pieces in here, so I certainly wouldn't plant seeds in this stuff because they get eaten to bits, but in an organic bed it has its place. Although I've not used the facility, you can actually put water in the top here. Why haven't I done this? Get it out the bottom there. Oh, that's how long it's been. I've lost the plug. Lost the tap down there. But hey, I probably need to rebuild this. Because if I can get the juices from the water, the leachate, I can put that into my compost too, and that'll be excellent. So yeah, that's how we're rolling. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Bit of organic, bit of hydroponic, bit of aquaponic. Because there's nothing better than a well-trimmed bush.